Welcome to the ISRC podcast with Darcy and Lauren. Today we're going to talk about women in STEM. So what's it like being a woman in STEM?
It's quite a difficult question. It's what would you say? I don't even. I don't know. It's a broad one. I think it's because there's like so little of us. It's kind of hard to like, I don't know, make a group of any of it, if that makes sense. Especially like in our course, like, are there like, you know, they're so small, like, you know, it's just like, it's just men.
Yeah. I don't know. I do think it makes a better community among the women then, because you're kind of seeking each other out.
And you can like talk about experiences. I think you always, in computer science especially, like we've done it for 3 years now and 2 have been in uni. Every like group project you have to like prove yourself.
Everything.
You have to show like, you know, even if someone's really, really bad at it, they'll still think they're better than you at it.
There is an expectation that you're not good at things because you're a woman. Whether they mean to think that or not.
Maybe it's just like one of those things that people always talk about it, like it's just been ingrained in people's heads to think that way, and it's not like an actual, like people can be forming these own opinions, but like it's just probably ingrained, like computer science for men or like engineering's for men.
Yeah.
I think it's really good when you see like a female lecturer or like someone you know on the news like, oh, AI, and like it's a woman, you're like, okay, like,
but then you open up the comments
and you get like a list of like, why is she here, of course it's a woman or something like that. And like I always think as well, like people always comment and like, you know, if like women in STEM example, like people will be, well, why are they like showing all the women, like of course because it's like trying to show the balance of like,
it's trying to encourage more girls to get into it by putting them on the front of things. But
people have a bit of a disagreement about that.
You can't really get away with being average if you're in a male dominated subject, because you have to prove that you're allowed to be there and have as much space as everybody else. So I think well, I don't know about the other girls, but I'm pretty sure that we all perform really well.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like any of the girls in the class are even average at it.
They're all like above like damn, like, and everyone I know is quite funny, like they've got a placement straight away, like girls, you know what I mean, they haven't like been like, they've all got a placement this year, I'm pretty sure, the ones I know in computer science, they've
like
all
the year below.
No, our year, they've all got a placement, and like, to be wrong, but silly. I know. What did you feel like going into like computer science and like your leaving cert you're talking about? Did you not think like, oh my god, like what is our course going to be like?
Leaving cert wasn't even as bad. It was like fairly 50-50.
Yeah.
Just because it was like, I don't know, people thought it was a DOS subject for school, so everyone kind of did it. But then I did know it was going to be mainly men.
Yeah.
But I was still shocked at how many it was. It was ridiculous.
I remember walking into like the first day of like class in first year, and I was just like, you know when you like search for like another like woman and you like you just look for it in the room, and I'm like, where are they, and I'm like, see how long people's hair are, and like, is that a girl, like what are they wearing?
All the boys have long hair too, so you can't find them.
You're like, where is everyone I need, like how as there is a woman in need here, we need to sit beside someone.
We need to get high vis
for women in STEM.
So you started your society?
Yeah, I started my society in first year. Basically, all the reasons I just said, because like the expectation of like, oh, here you just do the presentation, you make it all look nice and colourful, we'll do the work, and then you get like a really bad grade because, you know, they literally didn't let you help. And I think most of the time, like going back to group projects, you're the one doing the work, and you probably had experience of that.
I don't know. No names. No names will be named, but yeah, one of my projects I had to do the entire project.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok and it's like, man bashing women, but it's like every time you have a group project, they're always the one taking the lead. And it's true, I think.
I did the group project, I brought it in, and then one of them was like, can you change the colours?
From pink to blue.
It was a pink, in fairness, I'd made people laugh, but like, it was just so cheeky.
I know. But yeah, women in STEM, it was, I made it in first year, like few other people, and we just wanted to like bring women together. I think it started off being like STEM, but then I've kind of like, because there's only like health sciences and like OT, and there's not that many people who are women in those either.
Yeah.
Obviously we're like the minority, but there's still not a lot more, so bringing them in, and then everyone just kind of wanted to be part of it because it was pink, there was bows, there was like cupcakes, you know, why wouldn't you want to join that? And
So
like
are girls who are in like,
anything,
humanities and
yeah,
all that?
everything now, it's like law, like music, because like the M STEM music, like anything, like etc. But yeah, no, like everyone's loving it. There's a first event coming up on next Wednesday, the 8th of October. It's like a pink, like to wear a pink outfit, like bows, that kind of thing. So
I
you
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's always wear pink because
The
it's
dress
Wednesday.
code.
Yeah, like on Wednesdays we wear pink. It's
Oh.
Mean Girls.
I would have looked a fool. I did not know
You
it
would
was
have
all
looked a
pink.
fool. No, it's all online. It's all on like the Instagram. It's at Mickey Women in STEM. It'll like show where it is, what it is.
Pink doesn't suit me though.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know if I'll get away with
You
it.
can wear any shade of pink though. I think you'd like it'll be like a light shade of pink.
that will just blend in with my skin.
No. Put a wee bit of tan on. You got tan on your iPad case. You can put tan on your hands.
It's true. Final
Do you
time.
think the perspective is changing?
Slowly. Like very, very slowly.
I think in the workplace it is.
Yeah.
But then I think you just see so much online, it makes you feel like it's not. But when you talk to people in the real world, they do have a better attitude towards you, I think. Not in school, in the actual workplace.
Yeah.
In college, it's very like, I don't know, they just kind of assume you've done something wrong if you
Yeah.
finish it.
I think as well, like in workplace, they have to make it more, like women are more like attractive for that role than, because they need, you know, they need to balance. And I think that's a good thing because, you know, it's not just men now, it's like got the 50-50. Like imagine like a workforce full of like one gender when really like, workforce, why did I say workforce? Ugh,
Is that not the word?
is that the word? I don't know, but like imagine it was just full of like one gender, like you need a balance, I think, and I think having like, you know, that like in place really helps because but in university I think, you know, they don't need to hire or, you know, enroll so many students that are women in STEM.
Yeah.
Like there's not a standard for that.
What do you think could be done to change that?
Like obviously just more like aware, like I don't know, advertise or like publicity, like
Like to make girls pick.
like yeah. I think as well, if you went to like a career fair for university and you saw, okay, like you like gaming, you liked all the computer stuff, whatever, and you walked up to the fair and you saw, like from my perspective, you saw two guys and you would
Turning around and walking away.
not yeah.
Not actually.
I
but,
don't
like,
I don't think I would have gone up and been like, okay, I want to do computers, because I thought I would be like judged and like told like, well, there's like the health side, like do you know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
another place to go. So if you saw someone like one guy, one girl, you'd feel a bit more confident going up.
Definitely.
And like yeah, even telling women that they can, or girls in school, they can study it. They don't need to feel like singled out.
Yeah. I honestly don't know if it will ever change though.
Yeah.
I hope it will.
I think too, like imagine like the amount of people in, I remember at the start in first year there was probably a lot more girls than there is now. Like a lot of people a lot of girls have dropped out.
I didn't know if people had dropped out or they had skipped on placement year.
I think I know a few people that have dropped out.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah. I don't know if it's genuinely because of the subject or is it because like they can't, like, you know, could be other things, but
A lot of people do computer science too though. Like as you said, for like the money. But you're like good at studying so you can keep up with it. But sometimes if you do a subject you're not interested in at all, it is way harder than it needs to be.
yeah.
And there probably is a lot of people like that, because I do feel like computing especially is one of those subjects you kind of pick when you don't know what you want to do, because there's like so many avenues to
Yeah,
go down,
in
so you don't
teaching,
need to
yeah.
really know what you want to do. But it does get really hard if you hate it.
Yeah.
I'd say second year killed a lot of people out.
Just like get out.
Algorithms and data structures. Yeah.
But I think you're bringing some awareness to women in STEM and it's encouraging. So if you were to have something to do next, what would that be in terms of raising awareness?
I think even, yeah, at our campus, I think one of the ideas I'd love to do is host, this could definitely not happen, but like host a conference for like women, maybe before International Women's Day, because I know everyone's got their own thing, like there's marches, but maybe something to do with like International Women's Day, STEM, host something that like draws everyone here. Because I know in Belfast they have like their International Women's Day conferences, because I did that last year, but I think they should have like a uni, like STEM, so like every like, you know, science, everything brought here, bring maybe like people, lecturers, bring in like people who are like in, you know, jobs, and like I think having a conference would be really good.
That would be a really good idea.
It's just like doing it is the hardest thing, and people going to it. And like I think it should be available for everyone interested in doing STEM, not just people who are in university. And it could be people who want a career change, because a lot of people do career changes. Like that's into STEM, and yeah, I think it should be open to everyone.
So would you encourage, if you had someone who maybe was younger and wanted to do computer science, would you encourage them to go for computer science?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always nice to hear when someone goes like, "Oh, what are you studying?" Like, "Oh, computer science." Go, "Oh, didn't think like you'd do that," and I'm like, "Why? Like, why do you not think?" And like, you do hear like, "Oh, I just thought it was mainly men." And you're like, "Nope." I like telling people that, and then
That's a good thing if people say it doesn't seem like you do that.
I'm like, "Thank you." Like, it's more like a compliment. I'm like, "Thanks." Like, but I'll make it like more.
If people guess that you do nursing, that means you're glam.
People always guess I do like, I don't know, some sort of like language, and I'm like, "Have you heard my French?" Like, it's absolutely awful. Like, I can barely even like speak English, like ChatGPT, do you know what I mean? Or write anything. Like, I'm hardly doing like a language. Like, what would you think? What would people think you do?
I don't want to think about it. If people thought I did computer science, I'd be offended.
Oh no, I kind of like too. Okay, I agree in that bit.
I don't know. Hopefully people think I do. I don't think I give up nurse. I don't know what I would hope.
I'm trying to look at what you'd like study. Like,
Don't. You're going to say
like podiatry.
My sister's a podiatrist.
That was such a good guess. How did I get that straight up?
Why would you
I
say
hit the
that?
nail on the head on that one, didn't I? I'm using all my like lines, like hit the nail on the head on that one. And like, don't put your eggs all in one basket. Yeah.
Later in the fall.
If someone wanted to, what would be your advice?
Definitely research like I think maybe do a few courses online. Like
Yeah,
quick
there's
courses.
a lot out there. There's a lot of free ones.
Do some scratch.
Even, I think, with computing, obviously, it's like one of those jobs where you like climb the career ladder, whereas like, you know, medical careers you go straight into.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of women that are out of work for a couple of years because with like they have children, they stay at home, and then there is kind of a fear of trying to get into that and being like late to the game or having a gap in your.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be way like, you know, the way you have to explain resume gaps. That's gotta go.
Yeah.
That's gotta go.
I think people have that fear of like, because AI and stuff, and they're like, what is AI? Like, my mum doesn't know like how to send an email. So could you imagine like her having a career break and going into like computing? It's like,
But she could do it.
Exactly, she
the
could
course
do it.
starts from
Yeah.
people like assuming you know absolutely nothing,
I
but
feel
there is
people,
a fear there.
I feel people don't know that. Like, you don't have to know anything. You get taught like everything.
Especially if you're going into it with younger people who've grown up using like iPads and stuff, like they know everything. And
iPad kid.
better days. They're playing Roblox on the iPad and you don't even know how to play Candy Crush. there is a fear of like being behind. But I don't know, it does start at the very basics.
Do you enjoy it?
I do, yeah.
I do not. I feel like there's like, you have to like enjoy. I know it's like in certain, obviously it's like onto the entire year's coding, but you can do it. But I'm not going to say I enjoy it, because it is really, really like hard learning new languages, and like unless you like get that quite easily, which I don't. Like, I find it hard to like learn. I will get muddled up, and like it's just a matter of me sitting down with learning it and like making sure I'm doing the right thing. I have a thing of memorizing like really well. Like, I'll just memorize it, but I won't understand it.
Yeah.
And like programming to me is just like, it's just one of those things that like I'll do it, but I'll never like fully enjoy doing it. And I think there's other aspects though, studying computer science, going into software engineering, there's other roles you can like understand like terms and like, you know,
have to think in a weird way.
Yeah.
You can't just like, I don't know, if you're given a problem, you normally think of it like, oh, that's how I'd fix it, but you have to think of like things in like modules and blocks, and how does this all build together? And it's such an awkward way to learn how to think. Never mind the actual language. It is awkward, and it takes like a lot of study, but
Yeah.
so like whenever it clicks, it's really nice.
Maybe I just need to click it this year or do something about it.
It'll click.
Have a click. I was gonna have a click. That was so cringy.
No.
Delete that.
Cut that out.
No, I mean, like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I just. You pausing it? Oh, I thought you were pausing. Never mind. No, I wish I could like it. It's just, I know a lot of people like that. I feel like coding and gaming are linked because I don't like gaming or coding.
But I don't like gaming either.
No, but I think you do. I
But
think
I'm
you
getting
say,
like accused of being a gamer here.
no, anyone who has a PC likes coding.
but I have it for Sims.
Exactly, gaming. Sims
Does that
is
count as
gaming.
gaming?
It does.
I've got like the most mods anyone's ever had in Sims. I need a PC for it to run it.
I just, a PC's just, like, they're like, you know, you like coding. I just like,
If you build your own PC, you definitely are like that.
when someone
But
says to me, I'm going to build a PC, I'm like,
I kind of like watching people build them though. It's like Lego.
If you were given someone advice, now, as in joining up, what would you say?
joining up to,
Computer science.
don't,
Would you tell them to go for it?
I definitely would. Yeah. Why not? Like, you know, you've got to try and you got to like feel like I've like the amount of times like you've been like, why am I doing this? Like even during placement, I was like, why am I doing this? Like,
Imposter syndrome.
yeah, imposter syndrome's really there. Like,
You feel like you got it by accident. Like they made a mistake picking you. Well, that's what I felt like.
really?
I was just like,
I would look at
They
you the
got me
ideal
mixed up.
can like seeing like our fam like Darcy no. See if you're asking questions like that, you know, you're doing good. I don't even know what to ask, but yeah, back to that. I would definitely encourage it.
like for everyone or for girls.
Well, for everyone.
Yeah.
If someone come up to you, the young girl come up to you and says, I want to be a programmer, would you say go for it? Or would you say don't go for it?
I would say go for it. But I don't know. I'd give her like a long list of warnings too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people feel pressured to like be like less feminine or like be more masculine to be taken seriously. You don't need to be changing anything about your personality because surely the men are not doing that.
Yeah, and you can like,
You need to have a good head on your shoulders if you're there going into it, and you need to be able to tune out.
yeah, and I think
Man.
yeah, the more like kind of you that sounds a bit cringe, but the more you're like yourself, like I
Yeah.
don't know, you're gonna be fine no matter what you do. Like as long as you like you know yourself, like you'll be fine. Like you can handle anything. I think. Well, I sound like it's the army, sorry.
But like it's a competitive industry.
Yeah.
That's reflected in the classes. People will try to knock you down a bit, regardless of gender. People want to make you feel like you know they're doing better, and people will lie about how well they're doing.
Yeah, I
so
think-
you need to not
yeah.
listen to anybody.
Like it does not matter how well people are doing. I know it's quite competitive, but like it genuinely does not matter. Like as long as you get what you need and you get like probably for like you know if you're wanting to like get a job, it's quite competitive. I think if
Yeah.
you like in like terms of, like work and like uni,
Just be better than how you were before. Do
yeah,
not
you're,
be
the only
comparing yourself to
comparison is
anybody.
yourself. You know.
Especially when people show up saying they've been coding since they were 13. Like that can really freak you out. But just focus on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Because it's not really just about coding. Like I know in university days, but getting jobs, it's like about every aspect. It's like you know how you come off as a person.
Yeah, your personality matters just as much.
How you can communicate to other people, because a lot of people don't. If they said they've been programmed since 13, they can't talk to other people. Like trust me, you'll not get a word out of them other than like them like messaging on GitHub. But
Does not compute.
that's just like,
I don't know.
it's worse than the glue.
Is this your first society event coming up?
Yes, of the year. Well, it's probably like to attract a lot of fresher students.
I say well.
Because I know people like don't drink, but the majority do. Like when you're in uni, that's like freshers week, you know, the few weeks after is like going out, find your spot. So we're gonna take whoever wants to come around Derry and hitting all the bars that I've really enjoyed over the past 2 years. Yeah,
It'll be fun.
it'll be really good. No, all the bars, hopefully they're not 21 plus, but
What date is it?
it's the 8th of October. It's next Wednesday.
We'll need to go buy a pink outfit.
Yeah, only do pink outfit.
Or go outside? Like,
The pink outfit.
Oh, the pink outfit for the event. Sorry. The event, you can find it on the USU website, Society. If you look up McGee Women in STEM, you can find it there, and you can buy tickets online there. Or you can find it on Instagram. It's at McGee Women in STEM. Give me a DM and I'll give you a ticket. Yeah.
Plug it like point below. Put the link in.
Put the link below.